get this correct word, like 4 key answers, so then you will be able to get to that blank much more comfortably, because in the question it would be easy for you to see that, okay, 4 characteristics, then it would go on to the next word. Okay, let me take that question here. Yes. Okay, so the word 4 keywords, and the next one we'll have to see the word before or after the blank. That's the quickest way, like certain degree. So look for the word before the blank. Okay, certain degree. So certain degree. So what is the word of certain degree here? That we need to see. So 4 keywords: intellectual, humility, or recognition. Okay, they talk about. So look for, I mean, take the help of grammar here a bit. Okay, so here is a certain degree of extent of knowledge. So look for nouns, nouns, verbs, verbs, like that. Okay, humility or recognition, limits of our own knowledge. So you see the word knowledge is matching here. You see the word knowledge here. Scan for it and then come back here. And you see the word knowledge.
Our knowledge.
Okay. Here they see the word limits of knowledge. Limits is a synonym of extent.
Degree. Extent.
Limit, extent, like that. Certain degree of dash. Okay. Certain degree is a synonym of that
Limit.
particular level of, like that. Level of what? Level of, that is humility.
Humility.
Okay, certain degree of humility. It is important to have certain degree of humility. Okay, so it's important to have. Important means something that is crucial. Okay, something that is crucial here. So one is intellectual humility or this thing. Okay, and 4 key characteristics. You see, key is the word which is a synonym of important. Okay, which is a synonym of important. See here, the word, the 4 key characteristics, 4 important characteristics. The word key is given here, and here it is given important.
Important.
Yes. So humility, and when you come down here, you see the nearest word to humility here is modesty.
Modesty.
Exactly. Okay. So if you try to read the things word by word here, that would take a lot of time, and your whole process of answering will be kind of delayed. Ideally, you will get the answer eventually, but it will be delayed for sure. Okay, so for that reason, what I suggest is go for scanning, or apply the method of scanning effectively, so that you can get things much quicker, actually. Okay, and even again, like a second one. So you see the gap here, 31 to 32. Exam knowledge, and to take into account. Take into account means to consider something. Okay, consider something which may not be the same as our own. Which may not be the same as our own. Okay, and observe these conjunctions. You see, and. So when do we use and here? So we basically use them when we are actually connecting two ideas together.
Connecting.
Right? Two similar ideas together. That's when you use and here. Like that. Okay. So In the passage also, they would use the similar word, if not the same word as and, they may use a synonym of that. You see, I'll show you here. It's the word and. It's there here also. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here also there is and also in the question also there is and. Like that. So this way you will have to combine or track the sentences one by one. I did. Okay, and another appreciation of perspectives. See, appreciation of perspectives. Appreciation is the synonym of take into account. Appreciation, take into account. Appreciation means something that is to consider. Okay, something that is to consider. Like that. So take into account, consider. Like that. Okay. So appreciating of perspectives. The moment we see word perspectives. So once we see perspectives, we know that that is the word that we need for the answer. And when we come down here to the question, take into account of perspectives, or what is the nearest word that is possible here? That is
Opinion.
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 Okay, the opinion. So which may not be the same as our own. Like that. Okay, wider issue, wider than the issue at hand. Like that. Means not our own. Like that. That is perspectives, opinions. This is something that we need to. So these conjunctions like and can help us come closer to the answers quickly. Like that. And that's exactly what they're looking for. Like how well we can observe the language here. Okay, how well we can observe the language that is given there, and that can actually make things better. Right, and going further again, we should also be able to take a broad. So for the next question, word before the blank. What is that? That is broad. Dash of any situation.
Wider, no, sir?
Exactly. So broad means something that is bigger.
Bigger.
Okay, what? Something bigger. So take a broad dash of any situation. Okay, and look at the start of the sentence. We should also be able to take. That's the beginning of a new sentence. Okay, and here also it could be the new sentence or it could be the same sentence. Perspectives wider than the issue at hand. Change in the social relations key along with compromise, integration, different attitudes and beliefs. Okay, different attitudes and beliefs. Like that. Different means something that is wider. I mean broad. Okay, like that. That is broad, means bigger. Right? So, what is that? Attitude or beliefs? Means that is as a view. Take a broad view of any situation. Like that. And they say another key characteristic is being aware of alteration. So another key, it means they're going to the next thing here. Okay, the next thing. Like that. Okay. As they say here, sensitivity to the possibility of change is the social relations is also a key. Is also a key. Means another key characteristic, means they are adding to that.
Also.
So what they basically do here is uh, that they rephrase everything. Okay, that they actually rephrase everything. Rephrase means they tell everything all over again, but in a different way, or in a uh, completely rephrased manner. Okay, so this is another thing which is important here for us. I do. Okay. Well. Okay. Yeah. So this way we have to make sure that we ideally have to deal with it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So this is how it is. And after these questions, okay, any questions or doubts here to anyone, which we have already discussed? Let me know.
No, sir, understood.
No, all good.
No, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So then there's last type of question that we have in reading. That's in part 3. Okay, that is the match the information again, like match the information type of questions. Let me just open that. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, this one we have already discussed. Yes. Okay. This is another type of question that we in fact have. Okay, that is, we call it as match the information type of questions. Okay, match the information means that the information, the ABC, the list of people that is given there, that has to be matched with the statements given from 35 to 40. 35 to 40.
To possible. Yes.
Okay, like that. So that's exactly what the statement is. So we need to be very careful here with these statements. As we see, they give instructions very clearly. Look at the following statements from 35 to 40. Okay, and the list of the people below. Match each statements with correct person A, B, or C. Okay, match each of the statements with the correct person A, B, or C, like that. Okay, and write the correct letter A, B, or C in the boxes 35 to 40 on your answer sheet. Okay, that's how it is. So, and here there's one more thing that they want us to identify is this NB. Okay, NB means like noted bina. It means please note. Okay, it means please note, means they are trying to bring our attention to something. So you may use any letter more than once. Okay, you may use any letter more than once. So what's the meaning of that? It means that ABC, from ABC, like one person can match two
More
statements.
than one.
Yeah, one person can match two statements. So this is something that they are looking at. I think they're telling us. So if we miss this instruction, okay, so we may feel like, okay, there are only 3 people and there are 6 statements. Okay, and the quickest way to get the answers for these kind of questions is first identify where these people are in the paragraph. Okay, first identify where these people are, like that, and they may be scattered in different places in the paragraphs. Okay, and like you may have to see that they are in multiple places. Once you locate their names, yeah, okay, read what they actually say in the inverted commas which is given in the passage. Okay, then come back here and see which statement matches with that. That's all we have to do. Let's see how do we do that. Okay, so the first thing is to observe where these people, like let's start with and go with one person at a time. Okay, go with one person at a time, like that. So first start with Stella Pechidi. Okay, Stella Pechidi.
Second,
Let's see
second paragraph.
there. So page number is 28. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go to the paragraph. So Stella Pechidi. So where is he? So you can see that he is mentioned in multiple places like this. Okay. And it is possible, as I said, that he could be, his name could be in different places. Yeah. And you see across the passages here, there would be these inverted commas. See, he's telling many things. Here, his name is there. In the third paragraph, his name is there. In the second paragraph, his name is there. Everywhere. And you see that inverted commas open and close. And here also it opens and closes. It means that this is the dialogue that is said by, and we have to
Husband.
kind of understand that we have to only read that particular thing which is in the inverted comma. We don't have to read the full paragraph. So this is a common mistake that we do. Right? We try to read everything, not necessary. Okay, only try to read what is mentioned in that passage. So what he says, in many cases, they can outperform humans. Okay, so what is the meaning of they here? Automation, robots. Because this passage is about the future of work, as you know, right? So they can outperform humans. And further, he says in the second statement, these enhancements are not without consequences. So he says that, okay, it can improve work and it can outperform humans, but there are some negative aspects to that. Okay, so this is exactly that's what he's trying to say. You see that you just have to check in other places if he or she has said something. Okay, and see here also she's Pechidi believes a short-sighted view creep into working practices, learn through algorithms eyes. Okay, so Pechidi is literally mentioned everywhere in the passage. Okay, and in order to save some time for ourselves, what we need to do, read only the statements where his name is mentioned. That way it's convenient for us. So overall, he's saying that it can improve the work, where it can do better job than people, but it has some negative things also. Okay, now let's see which statement talks about that here. Okay, so greater levels of automation will not result in lower employment. That he doesn't talk about. Lower employment? He doesn't say. There are several reasons why AI is appealing to businesses. Yes, he says this because he states the point that in many cases they can outperform humans. Okay, so it can actually help businesses. Okay, and they can be appealing to them. They can be appealing to them. There are several reasons why AI can be. So this is what he is trying to say. I mean, he is talking positive about this. Okay, and that's why you can say that 36 could be matched with A. Yes. And 37, AI's potential to transform people's lives has parallel with major cultural shift. Cultural shift, HED doesn't talk about. Okay. And so that's why you can eliminate that. 38, it's important to be aware of range of problems that AI causes. Yes, of course, he talks about it because here in the third paragraph, he says that, but these enhancements are not without consequences. So what's the meaning of that? It means that the range of problems means the consequences that the AI causes, right? So it definitely has some kind of problems. It can cause some kind of problems. Got it? So 38, okay, and 36 can automatically match with A. Okay, so this way you can save a lot of time for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I hope you all got it, right? So
Yes,
you
sir.
don't have to read the lengthy passages of lengthy paragraphs of passages here. That's not the point. The point is to see what these people are actually saying. Okay, so this is a major thing that they want you to do. Okay, well, okay, so this is how it is. And then same thing with the second person as well, like Hamish Low.
No.
Okay, so now out of 6, we're left with only 4, like that. Hamish Low. So again, Hamish Low, like what he says and where he is, we need to see.
Next page. There's the next page, sir.
Sorry.
That is in next page.
Oh, you mean to say next page? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he is here. Hamish Low. Yes, let me bring it down.
First,
Hamish Low. Yeah.
okay.
And before you read what he said, just see wherever he is. I mean, his name is mentioned. That can actually make things easier like that. Okay, Hamish Low. Well, he is there in that paragraph 1 and
Second one. Next paragraph.
actually nowhere else.
The immediate next paragraph.
Immediate next paragraph.
That law believes the productions are founded.
Yes. So his name is mentioned in 2 different places. right?
Yes.
Two different places. So only those two are enough for us to say. Okay, Harris Law believes that the future of work will involve major transitions across the whole life course for everyone. The traditional trajectory of full-time education followed by pension retirement is a thing of the past, means it is going to change, right? So he said that, there would be some kind of a cultural shift, traditional shift, okay, like that. And we see what he further says. Okay, it would be thing of the past, traditional trajectory, uh, full-time work, retirement would be thing of the past. And further he says that it assumes that the number of jobs is fixed. 30 years, half of 100 jobs are being carried out by robots. That doesn't mean that we're left with just 50 jobs for humans. The number of jobs will increase. There would be 150 jobs. There would be 150 jobs. So he's saying something interesting. Yeah. So greater level of automation will not result the lower of employment. Yeah, exactly. This is what he is trying to say. Okay, will not result in the lower of employment, because he says that the employment will double. You would expect that there will be 150 jobs. This doesn't mean we are left with just 50 jobs. Means the number of jobs won't reduce. It would actually increase. That's what he's trying to say.
Okay.
So that's where we can say that 35 would automatically match with B. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right? The passive way of understanding things like that. And even
Yes.
and you need to see, he talked about something past here. Okay, we'll have to observe past. People are going to follow a less conventional career path in the past than in the past. Means he would say that, yes, the thing of traditional trajectory of full-time education followed by full work by, followed by pension retirement is a thing of the past. Means people are not going to follow that. It's going to change. Got it? So that's where even with 39, we can match with B,
Yes, sir.
right? That's
Yes.
how the point is for us here. Okay. Well, so that's another type of question that we